Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope everyone's having a really good week. I just thought today I'd share one of my classic videos, things that sold. You guys seem to like those, so sit back and relax. I've got quite a few pretty unique and cool things that have sold recently for me in the last month. And first and foremost, full disclosure, sometimes I do film videos back to back, and I realize that I should probably change my shirt when I'm filming a video. So sometimes I will borrow something in my eBay store to wear for a new video, so that I don't always wear activewear. So anyway, the tops that you see me wearing are usually for sale in my eBay store. Of course, they are steamed and cleaned, and I don't wear them consistently, but thanks for letting me borrow them for the sake of a video so that I don't look like I own just like 2 shirts, because honestly that's kind of the case. I really don't own a lot of clothing. So anyway, thanks for indulging me. If anyone's interested, this is for sale. It's a Johnny Was tunic top / dress. So anyway, that out of the way, sales over the last month have kind of slowed down for me, and really that's my own doing. I have slowed down a lot. I just realized like I could not juggle full-time school with my kids and all of the housework and all the cooking and just the maintenance of everything I'm trying to do as a mom. And my husband was finishing the basement and working long hours, so I was kind of on sole parenting duty for a while there, and I just could not juggle sourcing, finding things online, listing, photographing, shipping everything. Like I just got completely overwhelmed, and I do have a video all about that in case anyone's interested. Yeah, I just kind of let my stores do their thing, and sales were still fine. Like they weren't anything crazy. They were still pretty decent, but definitely not the height of what they were maybe a month ago. And again, that was all my own doing, and I'm actually totally fine with that. Sometimes you just need to know when to slam the brakes, and for me, I was just truly starting to lose my mind trying to juggle everything. So I just said, you know what, I can't do it, and it can wait. It can wait a month. Eventually, you know, my kids will be back in school. We have the whole summer stretching ahead of us. I do have some activities planned for them. I do think I'll be able to get back to like a more regular schedule this summer. But for a while there, you guys, I was losing my mind. So if anyone was just, you know, on the struggle bus, I was right there with you. Do not feel alone. So moving on, let me share some of the things that sold for me recently. First of all, these Lululemon men's commission shorts. These have a 10-inch inseam. They are really popular with men. These are like a sky blue. These were actually given to me by a neighbor. A really sweet neighbor was cleaning out her home. She couldn't donate things because everything was closed, so she just dropped it off to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, can I pay you for this? This is so nice. And she's like, no, I'll just take it. And sure enough, in that bag were a couple of Lululemon pieces that sold, so I was extremely grateful for that. Shout out to my neighbor Camille. You're amazing. This is why I'm really glad that I let people know what I do, and I'm not that shy about it. I want them to know so that, hey, if they ever have extra things and they want to consign with me, they want cash for it right away, I am their girl. Next up is a Flax pink linen V-neck blouse. It's a loose fit. This Flax has been selling so crazy for me. I believe my friend Colin, who is the one who sent them to me for commission, he sent me around 40 or 50 pieces. Almost all of them are gone, you guys. Like, it has been a whirlwind. They have sold so great. So I'm really glad when these sell, especially for a fair price. And sure enough, this sold for $28 plus $5 shipping. These are some Diesel men's jeans. Diesel is one of those kind of hidden jean brands that actually does pretty well for me, that I don't see picked up a ton. So keep your eyes peeled for it. It does take a minute to sell, but for me, it tends to sell for around $40 to $50. These are the Diesel Lambry men's jeans. They are kind of wide leg retro, low rise. They sold for $45 plus almost $7 shipping. So I was really glad to see these go. They did sit for a little bit, but they sold for full price. Speaking of jeans, these are some Rock Revival size 25 Gwen boot bling pocket jeans. Rock Revival sells, I think it used to sell for around $50 consistently. Now it's closer to $35 and $40, which is fine unless it's a larger size. The larger sizes do tend to do well. I paid, I believe, around $9 for these, so these were marked up a bit, but Rock Revival tends to be a consistent enough brand for me that I don't have to worry too much if I have to pay up. Next up is a Lululemon Scuba hoodie in Blue Moon Hyperstripe. This was kind of a harder design to find, so I did a lot of Googling and I found it because I do think with Lululemon it's important to find like all the names and all the things, and it can be a hassle, but it does mean usually that my items sell for more, as opposed to if I just put Lululemon full zip sweater. So I actually sourced this on Mercari. I kind of dabbled in a little bit of online arbitrage. I mean, not a ton, a little bit with Mercari and Poshmark to see what I could find and what I could buy. And I found this in the recent listings for just $20 free shipping. So I bought it and it sold for $45 plus $6 shipping. I was thrilled. It sold pretty quickly. Yeah, I might do it again. I mean, you're definitely dealing with slimmer margins if you're doing that this way, and luckily thrift stores are kind of opening up around me again, so I'll be able to go out. But in the meantime, you know, if I'm ever in a pinch again like this, or I can't leave the house, I can find ways to source online. And I think it's a really good muscle to exercise anyway, just to learn how to do it and learn tips and tricks and things that you can do to score some nice items if you can't leave the house for whatever reason. These are some Vince Camuto Levette Gray laser cut wedge booties, peep toe, blah, blah, blah. I put all kinds of keywords in my titles. I put all kinds of keywords in there. So I actually found these thrifting for $6. I think I might have even put them in a thrift with me video. Those are coming again soon, you guys. Thrift stores are opening up a lot more starting this week actually. So I'm hoping, cross my fingers, to be able to do some safe social distance, mask wearing videos for you guys where I am thrifting again out in the wild. So stay tuned for those. But yeah, these sold for $40 plus $10 shipping. They're in brand new condition and so darling. So I hope that the new owner loves them. Marc Jacobs is super hit or miss for me, but this is a very large messenger bag. It has all these utility pockets, and I say messenger because it does have some attachments where you can add a larger strap if you want, and it has like the messenger style. And I was able to put the measurements right in the title of the listing, because I cannot tell you how many times I have had purses or bags returned to me because they did not realize the size. Even though I always include photographs of the measurements, a lot of people don't, I guess, look at all the pictures and they don't realize how big a bag might be. So I put that right in there. This is a really big bag, 16 by 16 inches. And it had a ton of watchers and it sold for full asking price at $50 plus $10 shipping. Even though Marc Jacobs retails for a ton, I generally get $50 to $60 for the bags, if that. So I don't pick it up that often unless it's like a really unique piece like this. Next up is my last Scentsy. So if you guys have been following along, you know that last summer I picked up around 20 Scentsy's brand new in the box to someone who was ending their business. They didn't want to sell them anymore, so I picked them up. They all have sold for anywhere from $30. One sold for over $100. So these were a great find. I was super excited about them. And so this is the last one that sold. It sold for $35 plus $7 shipping. I'm really sad to see these go. I love bulk buying things like this that just sell really well, really consistently over time. However, I don't know that I would recommend picking these up secondhand because the wax, if they've been used, gets all caught in the ceramic and it can be really hard to clean. So these were brand new, super easy to sell, super easy to ship. Definitely recommend picking these up if you find them. These are some UGG Cardi boots. They sold for $35 plus $10 shipping. The Cardi boot's easy to recognize because it's like a knit and it has the buttons on the side. It can roll down, it can be folded up. And these are a very consistent seller for me for anywhere from $35 to $45. So I was really happy to see these sell. I did pick them up for $9, so not the cheapest shoe, but still I'm glad they sold for $45 and I made a little money. This is an Aritzia Babaton Moto Zip type cardigan. Babaton was on the label, but Aritzia is like a fashion label that houses a lot of different brands. These are higher end items, so I would say definitely do your research on the brands that are housed within Aritzia. Babaton's one of them, and this sold for $30 plus $7 shipping, which I was totally pleased with. It's like a military green and it was really cute, and I even picked it up off of the dollar rack at a thrift store. So always happy to see the dollar items flip for $30-ish. More Flax is sold. These two tunic style long sleeve shirts sold together for $75. Totally happy with that. You know, I always like sending something to the same buyer because then I can save a little bit of money on shipping. So happy to do that. And if you ever do have the same buyer buy a few things and you charge shipping and they're asking you to combine shipping, all you have to do is go to your sold page, click on the down arrow next to print shipping label, and you can have the option to send an invoice. And if you choose that option to send an invoice, it'll take you to a separate page where you can adjust the shipping rate for all the things that buyer is buying. So just an FYI, in case you're unfamiliar with how to do that. It's pretty simple, and it definitely helps the buyer feel like they're saving a little bit of money as well. Another Flax dress, and these look so deceptively simple, but they are so popular. I would just definitely love to get another huge shipment of Flax in my store. It just sold so great for me. This dress sold for $45 plus $5 shipping. Anything that's linen tends to sell pretty well for me, so I would just recommend, if you do have a linen item, put that in your title, because I think people are looking for that, especially as we enter summer. People want linen, loose fit, login look things, just as like that contemporary Palm Beach type look. This is a Uniqlo super buttery vegan leather full zip moto jacket, and it sold for $30 plus $6 shipping. This was a $5 find at a thrift store. Uniqlo is kind of hit or miss for me, but when it's something kind of cool like this, I do want to pick it up and see how it goes. I do that a lot. Like, I think everyone does that. I mean, I can act like I know every brand and that I was super confident that something would sell, but I would just say if it's cute, if it's a pretty decent brand, and if it retailed for a decent amount of money, then it should resell pretty well also. So yeah, this sold for $30. I was really happy with that. Off to its new home. And I just would say with Uniqlo, just make sure it's something like a cool jacket or a more high-end item. Their basic shirts or their basic jeans, I would steer away from. They haven't sold for that much money for me. Oh, these sneakers. I have had these forever. Really bummed out actually that they sold for just $38 plus $10 shipping. I thought they would sell for more. I had them in my store for over a year. I think I had them over $100, so that was probably way too high on my part. I thought they were really unique and cool. I saw comps in that range, so I priced them really high, kept dropping the price, took a super low offer, and was like, fine, I'll just let these go. So the new buyer was really happy. I'm really glad about that. These were a yard sale pickup for just a few dollars, so I'm happy that they sold. And yet again, I learned the lesson to not overprice your items. Price them fairly, let them move, keep the money coming in. Sometimes I get, I guess, emotionally attached to things and I think that they're worth more. That's a mistake on my part. I just need to let them go. These are some Nike New With Tags Tour Performance golf pants. The Nike golf pants do really well for me, so definitely I would recommend these. Even like Under Armour golf pants in general just do well for me, especially if they're clean and good condition. These were brand new. I picked these up at a thrift store for just $3. I picked up these Razer Wolverine Ultimate gaming controllers, quite a few of them in a wholesale liquidation, and I will have a whole entire video all about that, you guys, because boy did I learn some lessons. But super happy to see these sell. They sell for $100 each used, plus $10 shipping. I was restricted on Amazon from selling this brand, so that just means that that brand had some restrictions and you need to have an invoice or something like that, approval from the brand owner to sell that item. I did not have those things, and so I sold them on eBay. And I was happy to do so. They came in the box, they came with the case, which is great. So yeah, this sold for $100 plus $10 shipping. It helped me recoup some of my investment. Again, I will do a full video on that experience and just get the popcorn for that one because it'll be interesting. This is a Napa Pijiri. I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm gonna say that right. Men's fleece pullover. The comps looked really good on this one, and sure enough, it sold for my full asking price at $35 plus $7 shipping, so I was really happy with that. I always look up any of these outdoor brands that I don't recommend. There are so many outdoor gear brands that are high-end, unique, have really high-quality materials that tend to sell for a lot of money. I'm thinking of Outdoor Research, Cotopaxi, and now Napa Pijiri, and I'm really glad it sold. Looks like it's more of like a layering fleece that you would wear like maybe under a ski jacket. But anyway, really glad to see this go to its new home. This is a Patricia Wolf fully lined suede jacket, made in Texas, so that's a really good sign. Kind of gave me some Double D Ranch vibes. Of course, it didn't pull in that kind of price. I wish it did, but it sold for almost $40 plus $7 shipping, which I was really happy about. It sat in my store for a little while, and by a little while I mean a few months. Quite a few months. But yeah, still really happy to see any sales that came my way in May because it was a crazy month. So I hope its new owner loves it. I picked up these Good American jeans at Nordstrom Rack. I found quite a few jeans there actually in person. This isn't online. I found quite a few jeans there in person for around $20. So I picked up a few of these. I picked up some girlfriend jeans just to test and see how they do. These sold for $50 plus $6 shipping. So I definitely made my money back and then some. But they are moving a lot more slowly than I thought they would. And that's just one of the reasons that, you know, buying anything brand new for me, like, can be a little bit of a risk. And my thinking is this: if it was sitting in the store and has been heavily discounted like this, then that means that people in the store passed it up enough that it moved to clearance. So if I pick it up and I try to sell it on eBay, I think it's just I'm trying to sell an item that didn't have enough maybe eyes on it or enough interest to sell when it was in the store, if that makes sense. That doesn't mean that things don't sell really well from Nordstrom Rack. They really do, and I need to be better about learning how to source from there better. But that's just like a vibe I get. Whenever I do source retail arbitrage like that, I have to be really careful that what I'm buying is in demand and is a hot item and isn't just a run-of-the-mill clearance item that needs to move, if that makes sense. So hopefully if I do source from Nordstrom Rack in the future, I can be a little more careful with it, that's all. And then last but not least was this Logitech Pro Stream webcam. I actually found this in my office as I was cleaning it out. I actually ordered it for YouTube quite a while ago. Totally forgot about it because I have a MacBook now and that webcam seems fine. And I paid up, actually I paid full price for this. So this was $70 brand new, and everyone's staying home and everyone needing to do Zoom calls. It sold for almost double that used. It was only used a couple times, but I was extremely happy with that. So that's just kind of what's been going on during this crisis, is people need things and they need them now, and prices have gone up on certain things. So really happy to see this go. Made some money back, which is nice. And because I had bought it for myself and knew it worked great, I was really confident in selling it. So yeah, that just goes to show you never know what you can find right in your home under your nose if you just clean it every once in a while. Note to self. Speaking of which, I'm going to be doing a lot of refreshing my store since I haven't done a ton of work. I have the lowest amount of listings I've had in a very long time. I mean, just life got overwhelming for a while there, but I'm back. I'm really excited to get going again with finding really cool treasures, sharing them with you guys, selling them in my store, and just taking you guys along for the ride. So as always, I appreciate you. I'm so grateful that you tune in. If you like videos like this, don't forget to click that like button, subscribe to my channel for more content along these lines from the perspective of a stay-at-home mom slash part-time eBay and Amazon reseller. And as always, you guys take care. I will catch you next time.